Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a pick a card reading, a look into how you're feeling about your person. I feel like I've done this reading before, and it's really helpful just to get some insight into your own feelings and thoughts and stuff like that, because a lot of times like it's very confusing and we don't even know how we feel. So I'm just going to get basically the cards I've already pre-shuffled are just these tarot cards. Is going to be like your person's actions. And then we're just going to see how you're feeling like about their actions. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. I have pile 1 with the Mexican calcite. I have pile 2 with the blue kyanite. Very pretty. And pile 3 with the raw lepidolite. Like, ooh, look at that. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, I will see you at your pile. Hey, lovey. So if you guys chose pile 1 with the green calcite, this is going to be your reading to see how you're feeling about your person. The first few cards we're going to look at, if you didn't watch the intro, it's just the way your person has been acting towards you lately. So what do we have here? We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the 5 of Wands and the World. Okay. I feel like this should be more like that. All right, guys. So this is your person's current, I guess, like actions towards you. So what are we looking at here? So we're starting off with the 5 of Cups. So I feel like this person could have been crying over you recently or just felt some sort of loss of the connection. They've been like feeling sad about things. If we're talking about actions, like I would say this is like mourning, crying, feeling like it's lost, something like that. Not a great way to start off, but and then we have the Ace of Swords here. So again, I feel like your person recently had some sort of like epiphany, maybe, that like they're feeling sad a lot. And I know this is just supposed to be their actions, but I'm really getting that they maybe tried to, with the Ace of Swords, like talk to you or like, you know, send you some sort of like olive branch or something like that, or just sort of start communication with you again. But maybe they felt like they didn't get either like a response, or that it's like they think that there's too much competition and they're about to like exit stage left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I guess that would be stage right. They're left. Stage left. They're like, this is maybe just, this is something that I'm very emotionally invested in. I've tried to communicate this. I've tried to like even, because with the Ace of Swords, I'm not getting like a super deep communication. Maybe they just tried to like send you something, talk to you, like, hey, like, you know, what's going on? Like, do you want to hang out? Like, you know, something. Like, they sent you something, and I just feel like no matter what they try to do, like, it doesn't end up going anywhere. And so, like, their actions right now might be that they're trying to, like, walk away from this, kind of cut their losses, like I was saying, exit the competition. And also we had 2 5s and an ace, so there could be like some sort of like changed behavior here, like they're acting in a way like that's like uncharacteristic for them. In this example, I would say maybe they've been like waiting around for you for a long time or something like that, and I don't know that they've actually decided to walk away from you yet, because they're kind of like in this holding pattern here where they're like looking back, like, you're sure before I go? Like, you don't want, you know, to say something. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting a sense that they might be like slowly exiting your life, slowly realizing all the pain that they've been through and all the different things they've tried to do, and just deciding to cut their losses.
So, okay, let's see how you're feeling about your person, about these actions. How are you feeling about your person, pile 1?
Leo.
Okay. How is pile 1's how is pile 1 feeling about their person? Okay. The Mother of Wands. The Queen of Wands. How are you feeling about your person, pile 1? The Ten of Pentacles. The Daughter of Wands. And the Five of Wands here. And the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. All right. So I feel like with you guys, I feel like you maybe are kind of maybe surprised to hear this, that like your person's getting ready to walk out the door or something like that, because I feel like you hold them in a very high regard with the Mother of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles coming out right next to each other. It's like you see them as like a high value sort of a person, someone very attractive, someone very like somebody you can see like a long-term future with, because sometimes the Mother of Wands and even like the Daughter of Wands here, like that could indicate like just like a passion, like a fiery passion, but that we have the Ten of Pentacles here is making me think that like it has the sustainability like in your mind to like stand the test of time. I feel like another thing I'm getting from this is that you could have been like holding back like your energy in order to like build yourself up or something with the Ten of Pentacles, and you were kind of trying to like get yourself straightened out or get yourself in a more like financially secure place just with the Ten of Pentacles being here. So it's like maybe you've been like purposely, like the way this snake is curled up, like purposely like ignoring your person, or which I think we already like discussed what's going on here. So, but you're in your mind, you're almost seeing that as like necessary, and because maybe you see them as the Queen of Wands, but yourself as a page, because this is the Page of Wands, and it's like you don't feel like you're on the same level yet that you would be able to have this sort of like stable foundation of your connection. So it's like your energy's like too scattered with the Five of Wands here. So you wanted to like pull back and sort of like get on their level, maybe because you think that's what they deserve with the Ten of Pentacles, but they're not seeing it that way. They're seeing it like, oh, like this person doesn't like me because they haven't answered me, or they haven't like hit me up, or they haven't asked me to hang out. Like I have like laid all my cards out on the table here. Like with that nakedness, I'm getting like vulnerability, like maybe like your person's expressed to you how they feel or something like that, and they feel like rejected, I would say, or like rebuffed somehow. So they're just kind of like, I mean, I guess what else can I do? Like, I'm not going to sit here and like vie for your attention. I'm not that kind of a person. Even if I do have really sad feelings right now, it's not enough. Also, I forgot to say, I shuffled a song for you, and we got Footprints by G-Unit. And the one part of that song I was thinking about was, Judy left me in California. I don't respect that. I love you too much to beef, so I'm gonna accept that. I'm gonna just step back and focus on book. Something about to buy my own truck. But yeah, like, so maybe that's even how you're feeling, where you're like, oh, like if this person wants to go, like maybe this would be like a response to that, like, oh, if you want to go, fine, like I don't respect it, but like I'm just trying to get my shit together here, buy my own truck, like whatever. Or maybe your person felt like that for a long time, because I'm getting like a stubborn energy, because we have all the fixed signs with the World. So maybe like for a long time, they were kind of willing to sacrifice some happiness in the name of true love here, or what they thought was true love. But they're just like, and like work on themselves and like the song was saying, like, and now they're kind of at the point where they're like, okay, like, am I just gonna be like waiting and crying forever? Like, I mean, I want somebody that's, oops, sorry, I just shook the camera. I want somebody that's like, you know, excited about me and like wanting to like build with me and wanting to just start with me. It's like every time something starts, it's like it gets complicated. I would say this is a very complicated situation, and I'm getting a sense from your person that there may be like too much action and you're like not enough action, because like the way these wands were like hitting each other and stuff like that, it's almost like they'd rather fight and hash it out and you would rather like run away, if that makes sense. So let me see, let's get some of these. And yeah, we had the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like that's your feelings. Like you're like, I need to like build myself up to like this Emperor, like sort of an energy before I'm ready to like really like engage with you or anyone in a romantic relationship. But let's see, what else? How are you feeling, pile one? Let's get more. Okay. This blossoming, it came out, it's the flower moon. It came out like this, and then when it fell on the floor, it flipped in reverse. So I feel like I'm just going to keep it in reverse. Well, I'm going to keep it upright, but we'll like remember that it did that. And it's going to like kind of influence the way I like interpret the card, because I do feel like things in your mind felt like they were blossoming, and then all of a sudden it was like, so maybe like you notice like your person, like a change in their tone towards you or in their energy. Oh, like they started putting up more boundaries with you. Let's see. How else are you feeling about your person, pile one? But yeah, you kind of feel like, I mean, I want to get one at a time, and like I felt like two flipped over, but that said wisdom. But hold on, how are you feeling about your person right now? If it's meant to come, it'll come out. Oh, peace. Okay. Peace, and then look, we have this thunder moon here with change. So I feel like a part of you is maybe like almost relieved if this person walks away, because that nothing has to change then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I think, something that you wanted. I think this is something that you had your like heart set on, but at the same time, like it asks a lot from you in some way. Like, again, like this whole thing that I was talking about, like becoming the emperor and trying to like fix your life or like grow into the person that you've kind of like always wanted to be. Like, it kind of like was asking like a lot of things from you that maybe it's just easier to sort of like, you're kind of like at peace with complacency, I would say. Like you're trying to act like this isn't bothering you, which maybe it's not right now, but it's just, it seems a little bit like a denial energy to me. It seems a little bit like kind of like the path of least resistance. Like, okay, well, you know, like, because I'm wondering if you've maybe like explained this to your person, like, hey, I really like you, but I just feel like I need to get some things figured out in my life quick before I like am ready to come forward. Or like, hey, like, you know, I've kind of been in a bad place. I'm like, I have to, I don't know, go to rehab or whatever. Like, you know, whatever way your life is a mess and you're trying to fix it, like whatever you have to do for that. I like, for example, like if you're in like a 12-step program, like you're not really supposed to date for a year. Like, hey, like I am actually like doing this 12-step program. I'm trying to take it seriously, but like I can't really like get into like a relationship at this time, but like maybe we could just be friends for now until like I'd be like, I don't expect you to hold my, you know, put your life on hold for me. But, you know, like if, you know, you're still single in a year, like I would love to like explore the idea. Like, you know, like that's just like a very specific example, but like I'm trying to think of like there are actual circumstances that would warrant like maybe like not being able to get into a relationship. And I feel like communication could go a long way here. I feel like this person, like I was saying, they're willing to communicate, they're willing to listen, but they have just been kind of like left with nothing and forced to like interpret the signs themselves and interpret your actions themselves. I know this is supposed to be about what their actions are and your feelings, but I feel like this is more about like your actions causing their reactions and now how you're feeling about it, like playing out. And maybe you didn't even realize that this person was like kind of getting ready to like walk out the door. I don't know, but definitely they see this as like their actions right now is like deciding whether to stay or go. And they've kind of got like one foot out the door and one foot in. That's what I would say. So, okay, like that's what I have for this part of the reading. And I'm just going to get some advice for you guys. And then we are going to close out the reading. Let's see, what do you need to hear right now? What is the advice for you guys? Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I mean, this could be about this connection, but this could just be advice that you like need to hear right now, like for yourself. So you don't have to have it all figured out in a day. You don't have to become like the emperor overnight. Like, you know, like you don't have to like, you're not going to just like snap your fingers and get like $10 million. Like, you know, like it's, don't forget to rest. Get off the treadmill if you've been like on like a really strict diet. Sorry, that's 2 and I just want 1. Or do I want 2? Should I just take these? I don't know. Let's just see what comes out. I don't really like plan this reading. I kind of just like I'm winging it. Starseed, what lights you up? I feel like Spirit is saying like, yes, it's good that you want to be like this emperor and like kind of be more responsible and things like that. But don't forget to like find the fun and don't forget to nurture yourself in a way too and take care of yourself. Like do things that will actually help you like take care of yourself like in a more emotional way and just fun, you know, just stuff that like is fun. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. I think Spirit is encouraging you to like express yourself to this person if that's something that you want to do. If you don't want them to go, look, if trust your path, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And then it says, look, you go first, the universe will catch you. So it's like, you're going to have to like make a move here if you want this to continue. If you don't, and you kind of just want to like, and cause there is like peaceful feelings here. Cause like, again, I feel like you're not somebody that really loves change. And you might be like, oh, nobody does, but some people do. They like to like have new experiences and stuff. You, I feel like have kind of been in a rut and gotten a little too comfortable with where you're at in life. And this connection has kind of served to like push you a little bit. And now that it has, and you think it might be leaving your life, you're kind of like, okay, that's over. Like, I don't have to worry anymore. I can just kind of go back to the way things were. But again, like, is that really what was lighting you up? I think these are questions like you need to sit with. And then finally, we're going to get these advice cards too. I love these. They're like tough love cards. Tough love. Just pile 1 needs right now. Whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Yeah, that's kind of like that whole get off the treadmill thing. And then we have like laugh here. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? So it's like, first of all, like, yeah, loosen up, lighten up, like, whatever you were thinking about, don't do it. I don't know what that would mean, but like, obviously that might only resonate for a few of you, but if there is something that you're thinking about, now is not the fucking time. I mean, just heed those words. If there's something you're like wondering about, maybe just wait. Don't make any like decisions right now. And don't make any impulsive actions. But then at the same time, we did have that advice from Spirit that was like, leap, the universe will catch you, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. Like, I mean, take that as you will if it resonates, but I wouldn't like make any rash moves right now. I would like try to sit with yourself and think about the things that like make you feel happy and think about ways you could have more fun and like laughter in your life and like loosen the reins of control in yourself a little bit, because the Emperor can be a very controlling energy, and maybe like you are trying to like discipline yourself and be very rigid with yourself, but you're being a little bit too rigid. And you need to find that balance is what I would get. Do we want to get some messages from your person? I feel like we do. Where is my message deck? We have to get messages. It wouldn't be a reading without messages. What would your person want to say to you right now if they could? Is what's in my head actual guidance or wishful thinking? Again, I feel like they kind of went along with this whole thing for a while. Maybe thinking that, you know, they need time and blah, blah, blah. But now they feel like a fool and like they've just been lying to themselves. Like they felt like they were following guidance, but now they feel like they were just like hoping for what they wanted and not actually like getting guidance, if that makes sense. You have such a unique perspective, they would say. I feel like we connect on every level. You smell so good. And then you keep such a nice home. So I feel like they really envision your life together. They feel like you're somebody that like, you have such a unique perspective. Like they just like enjoy the person that you are. Like, they seem kind of like depressed over here. So maybe you're like a really happy, bubbly person and they really like enjoy that about you. Even though it might be opposite from them. It's like, I feel like we connect on every level anyway, though. It's like, yeah, like maybe I'm more dark and gloomy and you're more like upbeat and happy, but at the same time, like there is like that commonality somewhere. Like you smell so good, that's making me think that they really think about you in a very physical, sensual way, but not just that, because we have that, I feel like we connect on every level card here as well. And they definitely appreciate your perspective, the way you carry yourself in the world, the way you move through the world. But they're questioning, like maybe because like you were such a, like the whole package, they're now thinking like that they're delusional or something like that. And they're like, I feel like I have to walk away from this. I feel like I've tried everything I can think of and nothing has really happened. So yeah, like I really don't know where that leaves me. Like they're just kind of like confused. So all right, guys, that was your reading, pile 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everybody that has recently. Like, thank you guys so much. And I will catch you in the next reading. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, okay? Bye. Hey, lovey. So if you guys chose pile 2 and the blue kyanite, this is going to be your reading. We're going to be looking into, if you skip the intro, with these 4 cards that I had pre-shuffled, just your person's actions towards you lately. So let's go ahead and see what we got, and then we're going to be getting more just to see like how you're feeling about it. So the first card we have is the King of Cups. The second card is the 2 of Swords. The third card is the 5 of Pentacles. And the fourth card that we have is the Hanged Man. So what am I getting from this? I feel like your person, their actions towards you right now, or in the recent past or whatever, has been like a lot of like non-action. This person's tied up here. They can't even walk towards you or take any action towards you. This person is blindfolded. They're crossed over their heart. We have the King of Cups, somebody that does have deep emotion, but they are very like, they keep it to themselves. They're like sitting on this island where like they're like isolated here in this little block of concrete in the middle of the ocean. Like nobody can get to them. Purposely, like they've put themselves there. We have the 5 of Pentacles, which indicates their actions. 5 of Pentacles as an action. I mean, they could have, that's interesting. I never really thought about that, but I would guess that like this is just here to show that maybe like the reason for their like, because they're the King of Cups but the 5 of Pentacles, so maybe they feel like all they have to offer you is something like emotional and not material. Like they don't have much to offer in the way of material things. Like, oh, I can't even, oh, what's that song, The Way I Are? Like I can't even take you on a date, I can't even buy you flowers, so it's best to just like hang over here until like I figure it out. So maybe your person's actions towards you have been kind of like minimal at best. maybe they've like dipped their toe in a little bit, but at the same time, like they're facing away from the water and their emotions here. It's like they're only willing to dip their toe, even though I do think they have emotions towards you. This isn't about like what they're feeling. This is about how they're acting. And this isn't the Queen of Cups. This is the King of Cups. The King of Cups keeps his emotions to himself. So there's been a lot of like blocked energy here. I feel like there's been a lot of ups and downs. So like maybe like your person does try to like sort of come towards you, but then it's like they flip the script on you, and it's like they give a little bit but then they like pull it away. I'm just really getting a sense of like them being in a very like indecisive, closed off energy and not being able to show you very much, if anything at all. So okay, fun. So let's see how you guys are feeling about that. How are you feeling about your person right now? Pile 2. How is pile 2 feeling about their person right now? We have the Daughter of Wands or the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. How is pile 2 feeling about their person? And the Eight of Wands. Okay. Very interesting. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So that is telling me right away that with the Six of Pentacles being here, they feel like they have given way too much in this connection. I see such a drastic change going from the Daughter of Wands to the Page of Wands to the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. It's almost like they started to like match your energy. They were very excited about you. The fact that this Page of Wands is coming out under this King of Cups is telling me that, like how I was saying, if your person like dipped their toe or whatever, like you maybe are feeling that. I feel like I might have just reversed that and been talking as if like this was your okay. If I did that, I'm sorry. I'm starting over. Okay. I've seen a very drastic change in your energy towards your person, whereas you were very like excited about them. It's like you're almost trying to match their energy now. I don't know if I said it like the reverse way before. This is confusing doing readings like this. But I feel like initially like maybe there was a little bit of like emotional something, or like they gave you a little crumb or something like that. They dip like, yeah, crumb with the Six of Pentacles. That's what this is all about. Like giving crumbs and getting scraps. It's like, and you were almost like excited to get their scraps. That's what I would say. And now, and then it's like almost like you had this like painful realization, I would say, with the Three of Swords, because yes, it's a card about heartbreak and pain and stuff like that, but it's also a mental energy. So it's like you, in your mind, you were like, why am I so excited to get crumbs? And then this person just like sort of like, you were so excited, then they blocked off their energy, and then it like broke your heart. That's what I would say happened here. It's like, even if it wasn't that drastic, it caused you significant like anxiety and like upset. You were like weren't happy that this happened. And obviously, and it's like now you've sort of clamped down. You're in this like blocked off energy with this Eight of Wands here. It's like, or Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, I'm so sorry. Where it's like, no, like, I'm sick of this happening. Like, and I'm realizing too, like, this is you, like, I'm realizing too, maybe that again, like, you feel like a fool. Like, you feel like I was so excited to get these scraps, and now you feel stupid, and it's like you just like don't want to like open yourself up at all anymore to this person. Like, you feel like almost you're ready to start something new with the Eight of Wands. It's like maybe you've been stuck for a while too, because this is a very stuck Three of Swords. That makes me think that this is a cycle that has gone on and on. And almost like you tried to not think about things, or you tried to not like, you're thinking that you purposely like saw what you wanted to see, and that you were like very happy to get this person's crumbs, and like something has happened that has kind of made you be like, you know what, like take your crumbs and like shove them up your ass. Like, I don't want them anymore. Like, I want something real with somebody that is actually going to like show up for me. And that is actually going to make me feel like attractive and excited and things like that. Because even though you were excited here, it was like kind of short-lived, like, you know, like this is like a baby snake. Like, this isn't like the big mama snake. Like, this is like a baby. Like, it never got fully grown. It's making me think of something that never got off the ground, you know, or something like that. Like, it started but then like fizzled out. And you're like ready to like start being excited about other things in your life besides this person. Like, you're really thinking about it. Like, you really like are closed down to your person right now. You feel like they've broken your heart for the last time, or like caused you stress and anxiety for the last time, frustrated you for the last time, and you're feeling like just ready to start something new, I would say. So let's get more insight into how you're feeling, pile 2. How are you feeling about your person, pile 2? Resistance. Yeah, like you're feeling very resistant towards your person. And look, we have discernment on the bottom of the deck too. It's like you feel like this was you with like the fog in your eyes, like you just listening to your heart, not seeing what was right in front of you. And now, and especially the way she's like grabbing that tree, it's like angry. Like, I don't know. Wait, let's see what else. Self-love. Yeah, like you're ready to just like take care of yourself right now. What was I getting with this song, Resistance? Oh, this card, but I was getting a song, Never There by Cake. Yeah. On the phone, sorry, I have to sing it sometimes to get it. On the phone, long, long distance, always through such strong resistance. First you say you're too busy. I wonder if you even miss me. You're never there. You're never there. You're never, ever, ever, ever there. Bum, 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 bum. Like, you know, it's just like, this is the reality. Like, you're never there. Like, I don't want to be like alone all the time. I feel like you're just like sick of this. And again, it's like, I'm gonna start like putting, look at this. Okay, this is how you're feeling. And like, look at this 2 of Swords. It's like you're starting to just kind of like be like, yeah, like not even like 2 can play that game, because I don't think you're trying to like play a game. I think you're just like, you want to block me off and be resistant to me. Well, now I'm resistant to you, buddy. Like, I've had enough. Like, I'm just gonna start like funneling all this energy into myself and into like people that like want to give me the time of day. Like, I feel like you've just had enough with this. Yeah, that song Cake, Never There. What else is in that song? Oh god, there's like a siren outside. You can probably hear. Take the chance to get to know me. If you want me, why can't you just show me? We're always on this roller coaster. If you want me, why can't you get closer? You're never there. You're never there. You're never there. Ever, 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 ever. Like, and it's just like, you're not here. Like, I want someone that wants to like be here with me. Like, someone that isn't just like giving me these little scraps and like getting excited because like you called me for the first time in like 3 weeks. Ooh, like, wow. Thanks for thinking of me. I just feel like, honestly, that's where you're at, guys. And I hear you. Like, it's very frustrating and you deserve more. And even if this is your person and this is, you know, whatever, like some sort of like spiritual connection or something like that, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, when you're manifesting and it's like, I've read that and like, I've read so many manifestation books, but it's like or in like videos or whatever, but where they talk about like, you can't accept like a lesser version of what you're trying to manifest. And like, you might be like, interpret that as like, oh, like anybody else, like I'm not going to accept, I just want my person. But even like a crappy like a lesser version of like the way you want to be treated by maybe your dream person here, but like they're not coming at you, that's not what you wanted. Like, you know, like maybe you wanted them, but like, I don't know, like if they're not treating you in the way that you want to be treated, that's a big one, you know? Like if they don't actually, I'm reading this book now. I just read it again. I just came up in my last reading that He's Just Not That Into You, where it was like, and I came through and then I read it. I haven't read it in like 10 years, but I was like, oh, let me just like read this again. But yeah, it's like kind of like what this song is talking about too, Never There, even though your song was Umbrella by Dog's Eye View. Sorry. But again, that song, it's like, well, we'll get into that in a second. Let me finish talking about He's Just Not That Into You. But it's like all these people are writing in and it's like, oh, but like he says he's going to call, but then like, He doesn't call exactly at that time. He calls like 5 days later, and it's like the guy, Greg, that wrote the book, like always writes in the back, and he's like, it's like it's like a letter exchange. Like they write a letter and then he writes them like a letter back. It's like it's in the book. That's like the format of the book. But he's like, I don't remember if it was about this exact letter, but he's like, like if somebody is doing that right from the beginning, like, because if they're just like, they can't be bothered to like call you back when they say they're going to, or like show up when you guys have plans, or like something like that, it's like that is like a building block, one of the first building blocks of trust that you're establishing in your connection to them, and they're just like not caring about it. Like they're choosing to not call you, they're choosing to like not make you a priority and things like that. And it's like, I feel like that's like kind of the stuff that you're thinking about right now, and you're just like, I don't think I can like keep this veil over my eyes anymore, like, or we lost that card because it was on the bottom of the deck, but I'm sick of like this, like you're resistant now, I'm resistant to you. Like I'm resistant to like being treated this way, even if it's not directed at your person. It's just like, no, like it's almost like I'd rather be alone than be dealing with this crap. And like, hopefully someone else will come along that excites me, but like if not, like I don't need your scraps. Like I feel like that's where you're at. So okay, let's get some advice for you guys. Whew. I like this energy though, because it's like true, and I'm very happy to see this. Like, that's how we all should be feeling, if you're not coming with your A game, like fuck off. Like, please, I'm sure you're like a beautiful, like amazing person that has so much to offer, that there's probably so many people that are just like watching you from afar, like, oh, like waiting to like swoop in there, all right, let's see. What advice do you guys need, pile 2? What is the advice for pile 2? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah. I feel like that is what you're doing. I feel like you've been in this kind of holding pattern for a long time, and you're just kind of like, at the time, it's time to do something new and like change things up. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And then we have like break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, and trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Like, I feel like this is a niggle, like what I was saying with the clouds in front of the eyes. Like, I feel like this is something you've kind of been like ignoring for a long time. Break the chain. Yeah. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, and don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Like, how are you dimming your expectations in order to like allow this person to still be someone worthy of you? I feel like you're telling yourself like, oh, they're just like, you're trying to understand them, but they're not trying to like understand or respect you and what you need. So I don't feel like it's like a equal give and take. Again, we have the 6 of Pentacles. It's like you're settling for scraps, and they're giving from a place of superiority. Or that's what you're feeling right now. You're feeling, oh my God, I just like, a card just like flew. You're feeling almost maybe like they're like too good to call you back. Maybe like, or maybe they've said that to you, where you've been like, oh, like I never heard from you when blah, blah, blah. Oh, like I don't answer people back. Or, oh, I never like almost like I don't have to answer back. Like I'm, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, all right, but we had plans. Or like, but you texted me first. I was just continuing the conversation. Like where it's just like almost this person almost has or you're perceiving that they almost feel like they're too good to answer you, or too good to like give you more. And you're just kind of like, good, then go give it to somebody else because I don't want it anymore. All right. What's some more advice for you guys? Money, make it rain. Yeah, focus on your career. Focus on like saving money, even if it's not your career. Focus on like these little building blocks of your life. We have self-love here, number 6. That always reminds me of like the 6th house, Virgo energy. And whatever patterns you've been in, like, do whatever you can to make yourself feel better. Like, especially if you've been feeling bad, or maybe in like some sort, I mean, we have the 3 of Swords here. Like that could be like a depression kind of an energy. And it's like, take a look around, like what things are you like kind of letting slide now that you're like kind of been going through this emotional turmoil. Like, I had to do this like a couple weeks ago because I like looked around. I'm like, oh my God, like my apartment is a mess. Like what? I need to like get on this. Like this is like, but it was just so overwhelming. I'm like, I don't want to like, I only had one day off. I'm like, I don't want to clean my whole house on my day off. It's just too much. So I started this thing of like doing one chore a day. The first thing I had to do was scoop my cat's litter box. That was like the number 1 priority. Then the next day I did all my dishes. All my coffee cups were in the sink. Like every single one that I owned, every glass and cup that I owned was like in the sink, like with water in it. Like I rinsed it out, but like I had to like actually wash them. That was number 2. Then I cleaned my floors the 3rd day. Like by that time, like, you know, my apartment was looking nice, and like then I cleaned the bathroom, then I whatever, you know. But it's like, do little things that are gonna like identify like the problem areas in your life and just start focusing on that, like building up your life little by little. We have laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Yeah, like self-love, that whole energy. It's like gravitate towards those people, like watch that 70s show, like I don't know, I'm trying to think, or Friends or something. Like whatever you can, like lighten up, get your shit in order, but like have a good balance of work and play in your life. And you know, now that you're doing this on this like more self-love energy, like just really like focus on all areas of your life. What can you do? And then we have this lightning bolt. Figure shit out on your own. Yeah, like really like take your power back. It says get after that that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. So if there is something that you've been like wanting to do, research it, start looking into things, like start expanding out. Like if there's like a hobby you want to get into, like a sport, like anything, like, you know, like anything that you've been thinking of. You want to learn how to save money, like look on YouTube, just start watching videos about it. Like, how can I save my money? How can I budget? How can I start a business? How can I start selling shit at flea markets? Like, I don't know, whatever, like whatever it is. Like we all have like our things. So how can I like get this perfect bod that I want? Like, you know, start working out, like whatever you want, like start making little moves towards it. You'll feel so much better about yourself. We're going to get messages from them too, just because I feel like we're just going to get 4, just a little, see like what would they want to say, just if they have any response to this reading. What would they want to say? Oh, that's way too many. What would pile 2's person want to say to pile 2? Okay. Everything about you is so intriguing and attractive. You speak so eloquently. I love you. Oh. And meeting you changed me in so many ways. And you're so sweet. So, I mean, it does look like this person, like, the feelings are there. But again, we already established that, like, the King of Cups. Yeah, they're attracted to you and intrigued by you. But they're not taking any actions. Like, this is, like, they're just stuck. And it's like, it's sad because it feels like there's a lot of love here between you guys, but you're kind of getting fed up with it. I'm not telling you what to do. You're coming to this conclusion on your own, and I'm just like kind of like feeding it back to you. But it's like, I feel like you're mirroring them in a way where like meeting them changed you in so many ways where maybe you would never have had the strength to like walk away from someone that you loved in the past. You would make excuses. You would try to see where they were coming from. And like, I feel like that's another thing where it's like, maybe like you're accepting these scraps and you don't want to be firm with them because like you care about them so much. It's like, you know that that's what you should do, but it's like it hurts you to hurt this person, so it's like you can't do it. And it's like now though you're getting to the point where like, okay, like, but like I'm the one in pain now, and I can't do this to myself either. So I don't know. All right, that's what I got for you guys, pile 2. I just want to say though, like, I think you're amazing for having the strength to sort of like make change in your life, or at least even start looking at this like in, I don't want to say in a more realistic way, because I think the way that you felt about your person was very real and realistic. It's just that like I do think it was like clouding your judgment. Like, you know better, but maybe you were like ignoring that, like knowing in the name of like true love or something like that. So now you're ready to like take back your life. Now I just heard that other song, Joss Stone. What the hell is it? I'm taking back my life. Like, I forget what it's actually called. I'm taking it back. I'm taking back. Ain't nobody got no business crying stressing all the time. All right, but what the hell is the name of that song? You Had Me, You Lost Me. Oh, and that's making me think of this Eve song, You Had Me, You Lost Me. That is like one of my favorite breakup songs ever. That's like how I feel after a breakup. I feel like that's the energy you're getting into. So You Had Me, You Lost Me. If you need a good like power jam by like Eve, and then by also Joss Stone. So all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Maybe not enjoyed, but you know, it resonated and helped you get some clarity on things. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are. I'll catch you in the next one. And obviously, if you liked it, if you want to like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. All right, guys. Bye. Hey, lovey. So if you guys chose pile 3 and this lepidolite crystal, this is going to be your reading to see how you're feeling about your person. So first, we're going to look into your person's actions. That's what these pre-shuffled cards are. So we have the 4 of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have the 4 of Wands. And then the 3 of Swords. So I feel like your person's actions have been kind of confusing. I feel like they go like hot and cold a lot. I feel like with the King of Swords, that's like a very like logical, decisive energy. But then we have this 4 of Wands here, which is like, sometimes they're like almost like they let their guard down and they're very like warm and friendly towards you, and you guys have like good times together, but then it like but then maybe they like, the 3 of Swords as an action, like maybe they like stop, they break up with you, or if you're not even like really like dating, like they just like cut off contact with you. Like all of a sudden it's like sunny out, but then it's raining and gloomy. Like their moods are like very up and down. I feel like there's like times where they're like, I feel like also this could be like a specific situation where like you went through a long time without talking. Then they like almost like made a decision to sort of like let their guard down and like try to like be more open and whatever with you, but then it's just like got shut down again like super fast. Like the fact that all these 3 swords are here, this is kind of similar to pile 2 a little bit. But yeah, I feel like, so if that's resonating, if they're very like hot and cold with you, especially like I feel like you guys maybe like hung out or something, because the way that these 2 people are here, where it's like, or another thing that could be here is that like, you know, that they like got in a new relationship or something like that. Like maybe they like broke up with you for somebody else. Like that could be a thing, I guess. Maybe like with the 4 of Wands, that could be like a wedding or like a celebration of some sort. Maybe like they got someone pregnant, like got who knows, like, you know, something like that. And then but it ultimately like ended in heartbreak. So yeah, like some in and out behavior, some like actions not matching up with their words, I would say, with the wands and the swords being here. This is somebody that's probably in a very like hyper masculine energy. And even if it is like the first thing that I said where they like let their guard down, I feel like even that is like a miraculous thing. Like maybe that's what you would say. But for this person, because that's not like something that they typically do. So let's see how you're feeling about them right now. How are you feeling about your person right now? Pile 2. No, pile 3, sorry. We have the Lovers. Oh, wow, look, the King of Swords coming out under the King of Swords, the Hanged Man, and one more. The Star. And Death underneath. So I feel like this is, yeah, like I was saying, very similar to pile 2, and even because I said, oh, pile 2, oh, sorry, that's my dog running around, if you can hear her, it's Pipe. But it's like you're literally trying to match their energy. Like you're giving them back what they give to you. Like, the Lovers here, though, I feel like, again, like you almost thought, again, that we have 2 people on this card. I feel like this would almost be like starting here. Do you know what I mean? Like, or maybe here, like, instead of just being like, oh, like when you were far away, like, and like maybe doing your own thing and you went through a period where you didn't talk. I feel like they still did think like highly of you. They're like, oh, I see us being together one day or something like that. But, again, like maybe like this was like the straw that broke the camel's back or something like that. I feel like you're angry. Like, I feel like with those red eyes, like, I feel like you're seeing red. Like, you feel played out. This is like a major thing for you. We had death on the bottom of the deck, and then we have like the star, the hanged man, and the lover. So that's like 3 major arcanas here. Like, your person's actions, there's no major arcana. So this isn't even anything major, but I think this might just be like I was saying, like, I don't think maybe you saw each other for a long time and then you finally did and everything was so happy and fun and blah, blah, blah. And you weren't expecting this heartbreak and then like it just came out of nowhere. And you're not happy about it. I would say that you're angry. I would say that you're very decisively like decided that this is over. You've had enough. This is very like intense. I wasn't like, expecting this like energy to come out, although it is eclipse season, so I feel like, you know, people's reactions are very heightened, but it's almost like I wish you well, like good for you, like I'm done with you. Like this feels like very angry. This feels very like, or maybe this is something like you found out about like after the fact, like maybe like you got, like I was saying, like you thought that you guys were happy or something, and then like with this 3 swords, maybe there was like a third party or something like that you didn't know about, and now like you're like, I'm kind of thinking about that quote that's like, if you show me you don't give a fuck, like I'll show you that I'm better at it. Like you're like, yeah, I'm better at it and I'll show you, like, you know, like I don't need you. Like and I'm getting this like metamorphosis kind of a thing, even though this is a bat, not like a butterfly, but we did have the death energy on the bottom of the deck, where it's like you're like using this situation as fuel to like shine over here. Like you are not keeping me down. Like, and even with this sword here, I'm thinking about like that this King of Swords, like your person, like again, like I'm getting like not like that they actually stabbed you, but like metaphorically, like they, again, it was something quick and unexpected, like pain, like when you thought things were happy, something that was supposed to be like a happy like event or something, and like a happy time, and it's almost like you're taking the pain from that like knife wound and like channeling it into like some energy to like be better and brighter than before, like with a vengeance. You're like, I will be damned if you're the one that's gonna like dim my shine or dim my light or something like that. You're like, no, like you're angry, you're done, this is death, like this is like very serious, like you're ready to like expand your horizons, and like you're seeing them in a completely different light. Like it's almost like you think they're evil, like you think that they're like you're disgusted by them, like you're really angry, like, and I really feel like you thought this was somebody that you could like be with, like you thought this was like your lover, like you thought this was like your partner in crime, or like you thought this was somebody that was a lot like you, that you had a lot in common with, like you weren't even worried, you weren't checking to see where they were, you were just like in alignment. And then it was like the knife kind of came in, like the surprise like came in. I think it was something that was very shocking to you, and now you're like feeling, I feel like you are still feeling angry, but at the same time, I feel like if you can learn to channel this anger into like fuel, which I think you already know how to do, but like continue to do that. I feel like Spirit is saying like, just the fact that these rainbow colors are present both here and here, I feel like that's what like I don't want to say advice because this isn't advice, but I feel like that's what Spirit is pointing out, that you've been doing well, that they want to continue to see you do. Like, because if you can learn to do that, like in life, like you're like ahead of the game, because you're not, nothing can ever really get you down, because like you just take all that like negative energy, channel it and transmute it, and to like empower yourself, like you'll be like unstoppable, like, you know. Oh, also, what was the song that I got? What Hurts the Most by the Rascal Flatts. So wait, hold on, we'll get into that in a second. I just wanted to mention it, but let's see. But maybe that's like what you would say, like what hurts the most is like, well, how that song go? Was being so close and having so much to say and watching you walk away. and never knowing what could have been and not seeing that loving you. That's what I was trying to do. And maybe you have like mutual friends or something like that, because it's like when I see our old friends and I'm alone. So I feel like this was like, because like when you think about that song, I feel like this is showing like the not transition, like the path basically, or like the journey from like when you first found this out to like where you are now. And it's like, look at the void. It's like even that song Lily Allen's Smile, when it's like, I was so lost back then, but with a little help from my friends, I found the light in the tunnel at the end. It's like, it's like, this is very dark, and then it's like the light comes out. Like, I feel like this is like, you're starting to feel better maybe for like the first time in a while. So let's see, how are you feeling about your person? Pile 3. Surrender. Waning Crescent. How are you feeling about your person? And Creation. Yes, like this is like endings and beginnings. And again, like the void on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you've like used this situation like in exactly the way like Spirit would want you to use a situation like this, if that makes sense. Like you accepted it. Like I feel like you didn't fight it. Like whenever this happened, you kind of just like accepted it right away. And then it's like, or you're accepting it now, like wherever you're at on the point of this, like whatever's happening, like, you know, like maybe you just got the news, maybe like you've known for like a few weeks now or months, but like whatever the case, like Spirit is like commending like that you just like right away accepted the situation and like started trying to now like create something new. Surrender, like you surrendered into the void and into the pain, like, you know. And it's like, look, self-love. So it's like you use this energy wisely, like you are using it wisely right now, and you're not fighting it. You're accepting the way things are. You're seeing things a little too clearly, and maybe even like feeling very like vengeful and revengeful. I'm getting you might be trying to create some sort of like revengeful scenarios or schemes or something like that, but I mean, I'm not here to tell you what to do or not, but you know, they say living well is the best revenge. So if you are thinking about it, just like put all your energy into that, which I think what you're doing. I think that would be your philosophy. Like, I'm just gonna like live my life and be amazing, and like fuck that asshole, or like fuck that bitch, like, you know. But yeah, like you're trying to create something new, like you're using this to create and like make plans for your life, and you're just sort of like, you're excited about the possibilities of the future with the star. You're not letting this like keep you heartbroken. But I do think this person really did like break your heart, and like almost expected you to sort of like come crawling back to them or just be devastated. And I think you were devastated, so I guess they were right about that. But what they didn't expect is like this amazing strength and resiliency that you have, and your ability to sort of like just again like use this as fuel. I keep wanting to say it because I feel like that's what you did. It's like you're a survivor, like Destiny's Child, like I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. Like you thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm inhaling, like I don't need you. Like, you know, like you're just amazing. Pile 3, like I could tell that you're fiery and like ferocious, even though we don't really have fire energy here. You don't have to have it in your chart, but like I'm just getting like a super like fiery energy where you're just like I don't know, like watch it. Like you better hope I don't ever like see you again, like buddy. All right, let's see, what advice do you need right now? Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. That's just making me think well, first of all, again, that you're using this whole experience to like raise your vibration, but also that this was so much for you, like double mission, not just one mission, you have two, like channeling and uplifting humanity. But like, again, like I feel like that's you like lifting yourself up and like having to like rise above something so painful and being like attacked on like multiple fronts. I don't know what that means, I just like heard that. Star mother, how can you mother yourself? Again, like wasn't I just saying about the pregnancy thing? So there might be something like that, but like at the same time, this could just be saying like that self-love stuff. Like how can you mother yourself and take care of your own self right now? Or maybe just like being with your mother. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So this is your advice, like nurture yourself, because like you have been through a very rough time that has like asked a lot from you, like energetically, and you do need to like restore and replenish those energies, because you'll get burnt out otherwise. And then we had break the chain. ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. That's exactly what you're doing. Like, you broke this chain without hesitation. You accepted it right away. And now you're trying to like heal and uplift yourself, rise above this, and you're kind of get yourself back into balance. Like, I feel like you were out of whack for like a little bit because of this, and you're finally starting to feel like, because I'm seeing this cactus, which is making me think like in the desert. So maybe you're starting to like be open to the idea of like meeting somebody new or something like that. Because it's like the cactus, the desert, but then it's like you found this stream and you found this like source of water, and like water is indicative of emotions, representative of emotions. So it's almost like you found water after you've been like wandering in the desert for so long. Even if you haven't met somebody yet, though, it could just mean that you're like really with this creation energy, like you're open to the idea of meeting somebody, like you're ready to like be ready for that, you know what I mean? So it's like you found some sort of like source of water, some source of comfort, and I think spirit is really encouraging you to like follow along with that. Let's see, let's get some tough love advice for you guys. What advice do you need right now? And then we'll get messages from your person. Just a couple, just to see. Eat your fucking vegetables. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. What advice does pile 3 need right now? Make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Okay. Ooh. I feel like these are like self-explanatory. Oh. Be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Yeah, that's something we can all like keep in mind. You need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. Interesting. Why did I think? So maybe just like, we have stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. I kind of feel like you are doing that, although maybe like, make better fucking choices. I mean, I don't know. Like, what did it say? If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. So I don't know. Like, again, I'm just going to let these messages rock because I don't know everything that's going on in every single person who's watching this reading's life. And, like, it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. So maybe there is like a tendency to sort of like play the victim here, or like feel justified and like, I don't know, saying mean things or something like that. And I think spirit is like, yo, like, let's take it down a notch. Like, you know, let's like take it easy a little bit. Like, you know, like, yes, you were wronged. Yes, you're handling it amazingly, but like, you know, like chill like a little bit. I feel like you're just like really like a fiery, like fired up person. So I think spirit's like, let's take it down one notch. That's it. And then like, see how we feel. I don't know. But anyway, all right. So I don't know. Let's get your message cards. If this person would say anything to you, what would it be? What would this person most want to say? What would pile 3's person most want to say to pile 3? Oh. You always have such nice things to say. Maybe they haven't talked to you lately. Just kidding. Because not the energy I'm picking up on. I love how you have integrity even when no one is looking. Your skin looks so soft. And I get so confused and don't know what's right. Should I contact you if I'm not ready for a full-blown relationship? Or will that make things worse? So whatever your situation was up here, whether it was like that they were hot and cold, or if they like you were together and then you found out they cheated on you, or like did something behind your back, like where you thought you were happy and then like they broke your heart out of nowhere. I feel like they have thought about contacting you, but again, they're like confused too. I don't think you really want to hear from this person, to be honest, but I think they're like missing maybe like being with you, talking to you, and just missing you. They hold you in a very high light. So probably what's going on here is that they have low self-esteem and they like took it out on you or something like that. But, or that's why they're like in and out or whatever it is, but it's like, you're just kind of like over this right now. And, I feel like you would tell your person, like, no, like, don't contact me. Like, it will make things worse. Like, I don't want to talk to you. But yeah, so that's where I feel like how you guys feel, and that's your advice. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye!